and welcome back to this week's video. It's been so exciting, so I thought I'd share a few highlights of who and what's new in stock here now. This is the beautiful Arianna, and for those of you who were waiting for our toddlers to come back into stock, it was so exciting to hear that the workshop had been busy while I was away, creating some more toddlers for us in store and also on the website. So for those of you who already know the beautiful Arianna sculpt by Riva Chic, she really is one of the most exquisite baby toddlers, 28 inches tall, still with that bit of wobble too, so feeling and really stick in your arms, and also great to dress in that 12 to 18 month style outfit. But isn't she lovely? This is the blonde haired blue-eyed version. Now we do have the kits back in stock, so if you're wanting to order one of the Arianna toddlers, you can now decide on your hair and eye colour, and the waiting time is approximately 4 to 6 weeks for a custom toddler to be made with your colouring of choice. But these are always super popular, and to be fair, I think they're really great value for the quality and the size of the doll. Naturally, all the kits are the finest vinyl, handmade in Germany, and we just love creating these children. They really add something, that little extra to our store here, and it always looks quite empty in a funny way when we don't have the toddlers to showcase for you here. But we're so happy we've got them back. So this is the first of the toddlers to show you. Now, Arianna does have a lovely sister, Tatiana, which is the same size. And we decided to also do her blonde blue, just so you can see how different the sculpts are. This is the Tatiana sculpt, also from the amazing sculptor Riva Chic, again coming in at 28 inches. So these ones just really sit on your hip, and nobody would think for a second that that's not a real child in your arms. They're absolutely brilliant dolls, and they come in between 430 and 460 pounds. So check out at the moment what we have available at maryshortle.com. And don't forget, if you're wanting to have that special one custom made for your collection, or just to enjoy, or a birthday coming up for maybe your child, then why not contact us or check them out online now. With the success of our last masterpiece dolls here at Mary Shortle, we couldn't resist but to order some more of these rare retired pieces. This one is absolutely breathtaking. This is Samira, and this is from Monika Levin collection. I cannot believe the size of this child. Isn't she just fabulous? Look at her there. She's the same size as a 5 to 6 year old child. She really has the most stunning features. She's all in her original German style clothing. I think the red really enhances her feature with those beautiful chocolate brown eyes and those lush lashes. Isn't she just one of the most attractive ones I think we've had from these collections? Her hair is absolutely immaculate with these long curls too, and I'm totally in love with her. But what I really love about this one is she has the vinyl head, and of course the half vinyl torso, the vinyl arms, but she has the jointed wrist. Now this is something we don't see on a lot of these dolls, mainly because of the size of this doll. It really works well, but you can just have so much fun. She can hold things, and you can pose her so well with these jointed wrists. It really makes a difference. She is absolutely fabulous, and of course she would just freestand in your room too. But check her out now at maryshortle.com. I can't see Samira lasting very long at all. The other ones were such a sellout collection, and I think this one will certainly find its forever home very soon. Absolutely beautiful. We're always so keen to be able to source these amazing masterpiece dolls. They really are one of the most fabulous collections, and a little bit of a blast from the past now, as sadly they're no longer produced. So sourcing them is always quite challenging, and I love to find ones with all different character expressions. Talking of character expressions, the next beauty I'm going to share with you I don't think I've ever had one of these in the whole time here. She is another stunning one, and this is actually Jana, and she was produced and sculpted again from Masterpiece Galleries, but with the sculptor being Pamela Earth. How many of you remember? Another amazing artist. You already own some of her work in your collections. But look at the detail on the sculpt of this one. How lifelike does she look? She's certainly absolutely full of character, with that big beaming smile and all those teeth and even the tongue that are sculpted there. So this one again is probably standing, I would think, just short of 30 inches. She's another great size. She's got her original clothing and she's in great condition. But isn't she just striking? I just thought she was so appealing and a little bit different to a lot of the other looks from the other two great artists as well. I like her. She's very true to life as well. Of course, back to one of my favourite signature style artists, the wonderful Monika Peterlet. Look at her. You can just recognise her work a mile off. They've always got their very big eyes, the very lovely, pleasant features, and always smiling and so serene. Isn't she great? This is Viola from Monika Peterlet, and again, she's probably coming in just around 30 inches. She has the vinyl head, which of course you can pose on the flanged style neck with the vinyl breastplate to the waist, a little bit of soft, so it gives us still a bit of cuddle feel, and then with the higher 3/4 vinyl leg and the jointed moving arm. So again, if you want your dolls to push a pram or be in situ and you love displaying them, then you can have so much fun with these children. They really are just an absolute joy to have in any collection. They're so true to life. And I know when people come into the store and we have them here, they always have to do a second glance because they're like, oh my gosh, I thought that was a child standing there. They really have that impact. They're just amazing. Again, with the chocolate brown eyes, I think they work very well with every single hair and eye colour. I'm just loving the fact that all these great artists from Masterpiece Galleries are actually called Monika. This is Monika Gerder, so another great talented artist in the world of Masterpiece dolls, also now retired from the doll market, but still managing here to find these great past editions. Isn't she adorable, this one here, with the strawberry coloured hair, and also she's got the softer weighted body on the sitting style. Very soft vinyl, so some flexibility here in this vinyl with her being one of the sitting ones. A lot of the standing ones tend to be a little bit firmer, so it gives them more balance for when you're actually standing and displaying your dolls. Again, jointed on the neck here, and she again has the little tongue and teeth and such pleasant smile. Sometimes I have to take a second look to actually which Monika has sculpted which doll, because they do have a little bit of a similarity in the size of the eyes and these breathtaking expressions. So this one is also available and she's super cute. She's probably around 26 inches, so great for dressing in probably that 1 to 2 age size clothing. But just lovely too with the green eyes. It just gives her that extra character. Absolutely great. All of these are just fab. But of course you need the room to house them. Housing bigger dolls like this, if you are a collector of many years, is sometimes a little bit more challenging. And I know at home I always say, oh, I don't want to say no to having it in my collection, so I think, well, how can I rearrange or make some space? But a lot of these are floor standing as well, and I always feel that the standing dolls are sometimes easier to house, as you can always sort of sneak them in behind another smaller one. So this is Doro by Monika Leving, and again a beauty, absolute lovely, slightly different expression, probably slightly bit more pensive looking. Still got the teeth, very signature mouth there with the teeth and these lovely full rosebud style lips. With a lot of the Masterpiece clothing, they did actually embroider the name of the doll onto their clothing. which is really, really nice. But I know with a lot of collectors and even the children, they love once they've adopted the dolls to name the dolls themselves. So sometimes people pop away these clothes and then buy some nice fresh new ones and make them look like a completely different character too. But she's also extremely pleasant, and this one again with the vinyl breastplate and the soft middle, the vinyl moving arms, of course turning the head, and the 3/4 vinyl leg. But absolutely a darling this one is too. She's this lovely sunny blonde with those big bright blue eyes. Absolutely gorgeous. Now another one that's a little bit different in the collection, but I just fell so in love with her. I love the whole package, the face, the outfit, and yes, I'm going to show her right now, is this gorgeous one. Look at her. Now she looks quite a bit younger than the other ones, and again she's just that nice toddler size. So size wise this would probably compare to like the Arianna-Tatianas we looked at the beginning of this video, so wearing that 18-month size clothing. Now this is just the sweetest, most complimentary outfit, but I love her detail and her expression. Isn't that just the sweetest face? She has the big brown eyes again and this lovely brown hair, which looks quite different to the others. Isn't she gorgeous? I love her face. Now this one's coming in at around £299, and they tend to vary from around £299 up to £500, depending on the size of the doll and the way that they're made, and how much articulation and vinyl in the doll too. This one is a lot softer vinyl again, so really has that very true to life skin feel. I have to say, this one is just an absolute poppy, and she would sit beautifully on a little small child's chair, wouldn't she? Lovely. So check out all our great masterpiece dolls. We have so many more arriving so soon, and sometimes I don't even get a chance to share them and showcase them here with you because they just get adapted so quickly. We have so many collectors that come into store that just love the child size dollies, but yes, I just couldn't wait to share these with you. Aren't they just perfect? This beauty is one I just couldn't resist bringing back to the UK and sharing with you. I found this amazing doll in Germany while I was traveling a couple of weeks ago, and it was just the most great feeling to see her sitting there for sale. She is, of course, the amazing, talented work of Sabina Escher. Sabina Escher was one of my very favourite doll artists in the 90s. This one was produced in 1997. Her name is Winona. And the reason I was so passionate about this artist's work is the painted eyes. I absolutely love dolls with hand painted eyes. Check out her eyes and the detail and craftsmanship in painting so much life into those eyes. Isn't she breathtaking? She's like a portrait doll, completely sculpted from a real child, probably depicting a child around 8 years of age. Like I say, she was made in 1997 by the Ziggy Kid Company. These were all produced completely in Germany using human hair wigs, very amazingly hand painted, and a small production limited run of just 750 pieces. There was many children created in these years by these artists and companies, which you rarely see today. But Sabina Escher dolls, I just felt they had this most enchanting, characterful expressions, and also the size at the time was very novel against the very large Himstedt dolls, the Philip Heath dolls of that time, which were very life-size children. And these ones came in and they just fitted perfectly into the collection. Another amazing artist that worked with this one at the time was Ute Kassel-Leib, and again, just a fabulous artist producing the most enchanting characters with these natural, breathtaking expressions. So I thought it'd be lovely to showcase her. She's in completely original costume, and I just love everything about her, especially her expression. But these dolls from the past are just something else. And sadly, there aren't really the artists now. A lot of these are retired artists, and we just don't have the artists anymore really who produce this style of work with this amount of detail. Many of these companies like GOTS or Ziggy Kid or Zaf Creations, they're all made in this doll producing area of Germany. Have all gone to China to produce what they produce now for the mass market, and that is so sad. And this brings back so many good times of the most amazing doll shows in the UK, myself traveling to Germany or New York to meet all these artists of the time, and just such fond memories of the excitement of seeing the new collections that they were showcasing each year for us to order for our store. And we know things move on, and we have to have the transition through social history and the way that dolls completely change as time goes on. And of course now it's all about the reborn baby, and a lot of the artists that are still producing sculpts not for companies like this in this style are making the sculpts for the reborn world. So that's also amazing transition, and it's a very powerful part of doll collecting today. But for me, seeing all these artists and wonderful works through the last probably 30 years, I just couldn't resist her. I just felt she was something so special and brought back so many amazing memories. I had to bring her back to the UK. Isn't she gorgeous? So she is available here in our store, and we've popped a price on her of £295. She's completely in original condition with all her original shoes and outfit, and she even has her certificate attached. So if you're interested in any special pieces from the past, I do have many contacts around the world, and often can source these pieces for you if you're ever interested in finding someone. But for now, Winona is here with us and looking for her forever home. And a little Charlie Bear top-up has arrived here too. Oh my goodness, look at this beauty. This is Icepop, so fitting in with that lovely theme of these bright coloured cheeky little ones. In that colour, beautiful. It's like a turquoisey with a slightly beige accent in the longer hair, just giving him that really very delicate touch there. And also with this embroidered detail, which I've noticed they've started to do a few of them now like this, so looking like it's got freckles. Actually works really well on this colour, not so keen on it on some of the darker shaded bears, and it's very prominent then. But this is Icepop. We only actually received one piece of this at the moment, as the rest of them must be on back order, being a new 2022 collection, so you need to be pretty snappy if you want this one. Another gorgeous one that's arrived too is this beauty. I'm loving this face. This is Vernon. Very super soft. Love the mix of colours and the fabrics. The shading of course does vary depending on how it's been trimmed and stitched, but very sweet. Quite a proper little teddy bear looking one, this one, coming in at £94. So the smaller bears are creeping up a little bit in price from the Charlie bears, but naturally what isn't? And this super soft plush is naturally a lot more valuable than some of the cheaper acrylics. But yeah, this is gorgeous, isn't it? So I'm loving this one too. We've also had a great delivery of retired bears. We have sold so many retired bears lately. It's been quite hard to replenish some of them. So I'm on the lookout for a lot of the fabulous retired bears that have been adopted soon. This one is Nutmeg. I really love this one. This is an older piece from Charlie Bears, and just so cute. The size of him, the little colourway, and also I love his hat, and he's got a little tassel scarf there too. I thought that was a very cute one to have in our retired range. Isn't that beautiful? Another gorgeous one that's arrived here is this one, Candy. Look at her colours. You really could just eat her, couldn't you? She's got the lilacs and the greys that are all mixed, and you can see there how the body is actually two-tone stitch, but it works really well. Then she's got like an underbelly of the creams and the pale greys. That's a really nice mix of colours. It's probably not a mix that you'd really put together, but it works very well on her. And she's also got that burgundy candy coloured nose. Isn't she lovely? She has the bells, of course, which is a great signature piece we love of Charlie Bears, and very nicely stitched paws there. She is an older one, so she's quite hard to find, but isn't she great? So we've got some really fabulous Charlie Bears, and we will be adding them all to the website very, very soon. We really need to update our range on there, as I know we've got so many here that have not been added. We've also got the beautiful retired Lyra back in stock, and she certainly is one of the most cutest and popular lion cubs that they do. Isn't she gorgeous? I love these. I love them when we have the set available, the Savannah and the Linus, and of course this one. They really look great together. So we do have a couple of those in stock at the minute. Aren't they lovely? Absolutely beautiful ones. I still think some of the older Charlie Bears still melt the collector's heart against some of the new ones. But it's just personal preference really to what appeals to you. But some of those great expressions of the past are still some of the very, very hot favourites with us here anyway. And of course we have received a new giant one of the 30-inch ones that has arrived as well. We've been waiting a while for the big ones to arrive, but look at this one. This is Haystacks. Isn't he fabulous? I love the large ones because they're literally just freestanding. They take that great floor presence, so very easy to house if you have some floor space. And again, loving the fact that this is a 1,000-piece edition worldwide. I understand it's already been retired, so they've probably completely sold out to the stores now, just what the stores have left in stock. But he is beautiful, isn't he? Look at the face on, what a character. Certainly got some attitude, this one. He also has the wire in the ears, so you can actually position them how you would like. Beautifully jointed, so very easy to move too. But there's just a few highlights of some of the new Charlies and new retired Charlies that have arrived here. But like I say, don't forget to keep posted, join our mailing list to keep ahead of all the Charlie Bears that are arriving on a weekly basis here if you're looking for something special for your collection. How many of you were watching, of course, the amazing Platinum Jubilee on the TV? For me, the highlight of the whole 4 days was definitely the Paddington Bear sketch. I think it just brought a tear to the world's eye. It really was the most beautiful, put together, funny, emotive sketch I think I've ever seen in my life. And it really brought back the thoughts of how amazing Paddington Bear is. Well, of course, Paddington Bear is strictly produced under license, and Rainbow Designs always produce this super cute little Paddington. They do it in various different sizes, standing, some with wellies, some with suitcases, and they're ranging from around £12 upwards. Many of us as a young child always had that Paddington Bear with the famous wellies, even if we ended up wearing them ourselves. Well, these ones are certainly the perfect gift if you're just looking for something little to give as a gift. Very traditional toy, also maybe a christening or a first birthday, or even why not just for yourself to enjoy and bring back those happy childhood days. Not forgetting, Steiff always managed to buy the best licenses too, and they have produced many different Paddingtons in the past, different limited edition white tag Paddington Bears, which are quite hard to source and a great investment piece. They really go up in price all the time. So if you ever thinking of buying a Steiff white tag limited edition bear, it's a bit like Charlie Bears. It's always great to buy in the year that it's released And to be honest, you were just sitting on a little nest egg. Every year you will see the price increase. It's certainly worth more than money in the bank these days. But they've also produced a cuddle factor one as well. And this is one of their latest Paddington Bears, so not limited to a numbered production. It will be limited to a time production depending on how long they have actually bought the license for. So this will come with the signature Steiff button and of course the yellow tag. But I think the way that they have portrayed him in this lovely, very soft plush, but really picks up the Paddington from the latest movies too, in this lovely soft velvet coat with this embroidered detail, which looks like he has the toggles on his coat, and of course his very famous floppy hat. No marmalade sandwich under this hat, I'm afraid, but he certainly is a fabulous bear for £75. And I do think that Paddington will live on forever, certainly with the next generations to come. So I really hope you've enjoyed watching this video. We absolutely love making them here for you. And this week we just thought we'd love to showcase some of the highlights that we have here. Keep watching, we've got the most amazing videos coming up, and I'll be putting some fantastic montages together of my travels abroad. I can't wait to share those with you. But I took so many thousands of photos. I'm just picking out the best highlights at the minute so I can share those with you. But for now, stay safe. We're open here Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. and of course 24/7 on our website at maryshortle.com. Can't wait to see you all very, very soon. And for now, take care.